couldn't have placed it any better. He hits it with the inside of his left foot, but with power.
If you would have asked me in 2020 if I could see, or if I even wanted to see Raphinha join Barcelona, to be completely honest, I would have said, who's Raphinha? I didn't really know who Raphinha was until about 2022, his last season at Leeds. For so long, Barcelona, it seems like they've been trying to find that long-term replacement for Neymar. Who is it going to be? They bring in Ousmane Dembele in 2017, potentially could have been that player. Always was injured, never really was consistent, didn't really live up to the expectations that we thought he was going to bring to the club. And then Messi leaves the club and Ousmane Dembele shifts over to be the future right winger that we thought could have a bright future. And then in 2022, Barcelona decides to splash, bring in several players like Koundé, Christensen, Frank Kessie, Raphinha, Robert Lewandowski, and a few more. Many of you probably thought, why bring in Raphinha when you have Dembele? He's a natural right winger, just like Dembele. And we decided to play Raphinha on the left. To be honest, we're a little probably underwhelmed with his performances. Fast forward to 2 years later, Raphinha, not only a consistent starter in Barcelona's squad, has turned into a class winger, one of Barcelona's most important players in the squad, and a captain. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the GRETT Show. I'm GRETT. As you can see, today we're breaking down Raphinha in Barcelona and how and why Raphinha has become one of the most important players in this Barcelona squad, what we can expect from him in Barcelona moving forward, especially under Hansi Flick, who we have to thank for basically all of Barcelona's success so far they've had this season. So we're going to break down that plus a little more. If you guys haven't already, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Now let's jump in and discuss Raphinha in Barcelona. If you were to ask me in 2022 after his first season, crazy, Barcelona won La Liga that season, but I still would have been, you know what, I'm kind of underwhelmed with Raphinha. He really wasn't consistent. His statistics weren't great. I would be open to selling Raphinha. Look at the 2023-2024 season, especially the first half of the season. I was underwhelmed by Raphinha once again, and I probably would have sold him if the price was right. Then we get to the end of the season last year where Barcelona went on a run. They were doing well in La Liga. They were doing well in the Champions League. The whole squad was looking good. Raphinha in particular was one of their best players for the last 2 months of the season. Once the season ended, things started to get a little interesting because a lot of us Barcelona fans were very intrigued with what he had to offer, but also because of the financial situation, we're open to potentially selling him if the price was right. Now, it looked like Raphinha declined offers from the Saudi Pro League. There were some rumors circulating about a potential move back to the Premier League, but ultimately Raphinha wanted to stay at Barcelona and shut everything down. And to be completely honest, I'm so grateful that he did that and that Hansi Flick wanted to move forward with Raphinha, because he has become one of Barcelona's most important players, and anybody watching Barcelona can see why. Raphinha plays with this intensity you really don't see as much in modern football today. He plays for the badge. He plays with so much passion. He's the hardest working player in this Barcelona squad, and he will do whatever it takes to make sure he can put his team in the best position to win. Look at the image of him sitting alone on the stairs after the loss against Monaco in the Champions League. Against Villarreal, Lamine Yamal gets fouled hard. Raphinha runs across the pitch and is ready to fight the other team for hurting Lamine Yamal. This is a leader. This is someone who shows how much they truly care and want to play for the badge. And you couldn't ask for anything else. For a club of this size and for a player like Raphinha, you want everyone to play like that. And for that reason alone, I've become such a big fan of Raphinha. Now, not only does he play with such intensity and passion and care, he's actually performing incredibly well this season under Hansi Flick and with Barcelona. In 6 La Liga matches, he has 5 goals and 2 assists. That's an incredible goal and assist ratio. And Barcelona right now has 22 goals this season in La Liga. He has 7 goal contributions. So basically 1/3 of Barcelona's goals are resulting because of Raphinha. Absolutely fantastic, which shows how important he is within the squad. One of the other reasons why I would say that he's been so successful is I think his 3rd year, he's definitely more confident in the squad. A lot of the players now, they have a couple years under their belt with chemistry, but I think we have Hansi Flick to ultimately thank for the success of not only the squad, but in particularly Raphinha, because of the style of player that he is. He benefits so well from Flick's high intensity, high press, and attacking style of football. Raphinha thrives in this environment because he just doesn't stop running. The guy is a workhorse. He will run up the field, he'll track back, he'll run to the middle, across the pitch, he will do whatever it takes. He'll make any run, he stretches defenses, and we didn't really get to see this side of Raphinha under Xavi. Another great thing about Raphinha is he's so versatile. If you want to play him on the right wing and give Lamine Yamal some rest, and he's going to be great on the right wing. We've seen him start on the left wing almost every match this season, and he's performed and exceeded our expectations. We've seen him play as a number 10, and he's exceeded our expectations playing in that role. There are instances, for example, when Barcelona went down a man against PSG last season and Monaco this season, I would have been open to benching Lewandowski, putting on Ansu Fati or somebody else with some pace and moving Raphinha up top just because of the sole purpose. He is so fast and he'll make those runs, and you can play those through balls where he's going to be so dangerous and running onto those and potentially get a breakaway opportunity that Robert Lewandowski probably wouldn't be able to get. So he's incredibly versatile, and I love the way that Hansi Flick is utilizing him in this system. One of the things I'm most excited for this season when I think of Barcelona is not only is this system under Hansi Flick incredible, Raphinha plays with such passion, and I think the way that Barcelona plays this high-intensity football, it makes the team and elevates the team just from that style of play. And not only is Raphinha the most passionate player right now in the squad, one of the most passionate and hardworking players in the world, I would say, they also have Gavi, who cares just as much as Raphinha or more and has so much passion. And imagine next El Clasico, Gavi and Raphinha under Hansi Flick in this Flick system on the pitch at the same time. This is something I cannot wait to see, these two on the pitch at the same time. They are going to work so hard, drive these Real Madrid players crazy. I'm anticipating a fantastic match from Barcelona, and in particular Gavi and Raphinha. I cannot wait to watch, and I hope you guys feel the same way. But I think ultimately one of the main reasons why we're seeing such a great Raphinha this year is because of Hansi Flick, his system, and his tactics. As we're seeing, Barcelona doesn't even have to play star players. They're playing La Masia players. They're not only beating teams, they're destroying these teams. What I would be open to seeing is, right now there's several captains in the squad: Ter Stegen, Araujo, Frenkie de Jong, Pedri, and Raphinha. Due to the fact that Ter Stegen is out for the season, Frenkie de Jong is injured, Araujo is injured, Pedri is young, I would be completely comfortable, and I think Raphinha is incredibly deserving of being the main captain on the pitch. He is the hardest working player on the pitch. He leads by his work ethic and example. He cares just as much or more than anybody else in the squad. I can't think of a better person from a leadership standpoint to lead this team at the moment. And a captain that works as hard as Raphinha is going to elevate the rest of the squad. And I think right now Raphinha might be the deserving player to wear the captain's band for Barcelona for the time being. So I'm interested what you guys have to say about Raphinha in Barcelona in this Hansi Flick system. Do you guys feel the same way about Raphinha? Are you guys impressed with his work ethic this season? Are you impressed with his performances? And are you happy that Barcelona has made the decision to keep Raphinha this season? And honestly, I understand he's 27. His contract ends in 2027, but if he keeps performing at this level, I have no doubt in my mind that he should be a Barcelona player for a couple years after his contract ends in 2027. We have some big matches coming up in the coming weeks. Barcelona plays Bayern Munich. They have El Clasico, the match after Bayern Munich, and the good news is it looks like Frenkie de Jong and Gavi, Dani Olmo should all be back from injury. Players like Raphinha, players like Lamine Yamal, Koundé, Pedri, Casado, they're in fantastic form. Imagine putting these other starting players back into the squad. I can't wait to see what this looks like. I'm extremely excited to see how the rest of the season plays out for 2024. Let me know what you guys think about this down below. If you guys made it this far in the video, I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching, and I hope to see you guys back here next time on the GRETT Show.